been naked in a hemp field, you haven't lived. Alrighty, going now, let's do it.
Last month, we were at the Texans for Responsible Marijuana Policy Conference.
Nailed it.
It's kind of awesome, except for, there was no weed.
We meet Riley Cote, speaker at the event, former fighter for the Philadelphia Flyers.
It turns out he's got a couple of hemp fields in Pennsylvania. Patrick's eyes just lit up. Riley said, come on. And we could not believe that he invited us.
We are in Pennsylvania, and we are heading to a hemp farm. Our good friend Riley Cote, he was a pro sportsman and he had a sports position. It's a position where you get in and beat ass. And he's actually one of the sweetest, coolest people ever. I'm so excited to see him. Farm it up a little bit, do some farm talking. Well, we're supposed to make a left turn.
Yeah, I don't think they give a shit. No bullshit, guys. PA is so beautiful.
Over the river and through the woods to visit a hemp field now. So they have fields where they are trying this crop out for the first time. Riley and I got to go out to the fields and I got to get pretty up close and personal with the man himself, surrounded by the plant that we love. How in the hell did we get to a hemp field in the middle of Pennsylvania?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
While I was over there doing that, Liz is digging in the dirt, planting some seeds.
Yes, oh my God, it felt so good. Getting your hands in the dirt is just like, oh my gosh.
Excuse me, sir, where are we headed?
Heading over to the field to plant some inoculant on some CBD seeds.
So Kevin is with Greenhouse Ventures, and so what they do is innovating in the cannabis space.
What are you smelling? You're smelling Senecoccum geophyllum.
Bring it to mama. Can I put my nose there?
Oh, dude, get it all up in there. Isn't it super fresh?
Oh my God, that's so fresh.
I retired in 2010 from professional hockey. Had a lot of physical injuries, had some concussion issues, and kind of went on this alternative path of plant-based medicine. About hemp is kind of going back in time and trying to reintroduce this age-old crop.
Vanilla hemp seeds.
Put a couple hundred of those seeds in the liquefied inoculant and let them soak.
You're truly spoon feeding these seeds. This mash is gonna help the hemp seeds grow. Good night, babies.
60 days from now.
So what was your kind of point of entry in terms of the business?
There's a lot of advocacy work and networking that went on the front end of this. I'm in it for the right reasons. I believe in this plant.
We had a great time today. We learned with Riley and Kevin. They let us help them with some of their experiments using inoculant, something I didn't know existed before today for growing hemp seeds or farming in general. I didn't know anything. Listen, my last name's Grow. What, do you think I've ever actually grown anything?
Now we're kind of coming together, through the community, through the state, all across the board, all walks of life, and part of this movement and trying to change the way we live. And it's this is wellness. Yeah. It's not going away. In fact, this is going to be, give this 5-10 years. I mean, this stuff's going to be growing everywhere, and it's going to be like a brand new industry going on.
And Liz, wasn't there something we were trying to do in a big field of cannabis or hemp?
Yes, there was. Patrick had this beautiful vision of us in a cannabis or hemp field with a drone shot.
Just about to shoot in the middle of a storm. You haven't been naked in a hemp field, you haven't lived. We rush through our shots, we get it, and as we are wrapping and naked, the farm owner comes walking through the hemp patch.
Hey, we're getting weird out here.
And he's just like, oh, I would expect nothing less.
The classiest gentleman you will ever see standing in a hemp farm.
And Liz comes out and she's like, hi.
Yeah, he was so gracious.
So gracious. And come to find out, he was
Jeff Whaling, the chairman and founder of the National Hemp Association. It was just, we had a good laugh about that, I think, and he invited us back the next day.
It was beautiful to see the community come together in Pennsylvania, learn about hemp, and to be inspired by all the speakers you had. The hayride looked amazing, and most of all, he gave such a sweet interview with Liz.
You're gonna do what? Now don't do
I'm
anything.
gonna leave my clothes on. Here we are in your beautiful farm in Ole, Pennsylvania.
So we're here at really the epicenter of hemp growth in Pennsylvania. This is the first time for farmers and those interested, researchers and others, to see a hemp crop not in a small plot of 2 acres, but to see it in 50, 60 acre plots. We have planted almost 200 acres here in Pennsylvania this year. So it's an opportunity for people to get up close and personal. My goal is to grow 12,000 acres next year.
Fantastic. Well, we can't wait to come back. And this time maybe we'll wear clothes. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Billy, we love you. Thank you for putting up with us for 2 days.
Philadelphia, we were up in your ass, and we got out of there fast. Philadelphia freedom. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my chest. Let's get out of here.
Rock game!
Some days I'm like, fuck spitting. Nah, just kidding. I'm always crashing like my phone, cause it's bug ridden.